Some of us complain about not having enough money while constantly buying things that make us feel better for a few hours. Then we call it enjoyment. The uncomfortable truth is that many people are not broke because they earn too little. They are broke because they keep choosing temporal satisfaction over long term growth. I think one of the biggest financial lessons many of us learn too late is that spending and investing are not the same thing. At first glance, they can look similar. Both involve money leaving your pocket, but let me say, both requires a decision. Both can feel important in the moment, but the outcomes are often completely different. When you spend money, the value usually decreases after the purchase. When you invest money, time, or effort, there is a possibility that the value increases over time, and that difference changes everything. Now, before anyone misunderstands me, listen, spending money is not automatically bad. We all need to spend money. We need food, we need transportation, we need housing, we need clothing, we need experiences that bring joy and meaning to our lives, right? Now, the goal is not to stop spending. The goal is to understand the difference between spending and investing because many of us confuse the two. Yeah, I used to think investing was only about stocks, businesses, and financial markets. But the older I get, the more I realize that investing is much bigger than money. You can invest in your education, you can invest in your skills, you can invest in your health. Oh yeah, you can invest in your relationships. You can also invest in your character. You can also invest in your future as well. And often those investments produce returns that money alone cannot buy. Yeah. Think about it. A person spends hours scrolling through distractions every day. Another person spends those same hours learning a valuable skills. Both used skill. Okay? Let me say, sorry, both used time, but only one invested it. 5 years later, their lives may look completely different. Yeah, that's the power of investment. It's not always about what you gain today, it's about what grows tomorrow. I think one reason people struggle with investing is because spending feels good immediately. You may buy something, you feel excited, you enjoy it, you receive instant gratification. Investing is not is different. Yeah, the reward often comes later, sometimes much later. You don't immediately see the result of reading books. You don't immediately see the result of solving, or let me say, of saving money. You don't immediately see the result of exercising. You don't immediately see the result of learning a new skill. For a while, it can feel like nothing is happening, but that is where many people quit because modern life has trained us to expect immediate rewards, and investing requires patience. Okay. Another thing I have noticed is that many people focus on the price of something but ignore its cost. There is a difference. The price is what you pay today. The cost is what it takes from your future. A purchase may cost a certain amount of money, but what opportunities did that money remove? What habit did it strengthen? What future possibilities did it affect? Those are important questions. Okay. This message is for me too because every day we make choices about where our money, time, energy, and attention go. Every day we either consume or build, right? Every day we are either spending or investing, sometimes without even realizing it. And the scary thing is that small decisions rarely feel important in the moment. One necessary purchase does not seem significant. One wasted day does not seem significant. One missed opportunity does not seem significant. But life is rarely changed by one decision. Life is usually shaped by repeated decisions, repeated spending, repeated investing, repeated habits, repeated choices. And over time, those choices become our reality. I've also realized that some of the best investments don't look impressive at first. Learning communication skills, improving your health, reading regularly, building discipline, developing emotional maturity, creating healthy relationships. Those things may not attract attention online, but they often create a stronger future. I've come to understand that successful people are not always people who make perfect financial decisions. They are often people who constantly think beyond today. They understand that every decision is either helping their future or stealing from it. They understand that growth usually requires sacrifice. Okay? They understand that short term pleasure can sometimes become long term pain. And they understand that patience is often rewarded. And maybe that is why so many people remain stuck. Not because they lack intelligence, not because they lack potential, okay? But it is because they continuously choose what feels good now over what will benefit them later. And eventually, those choices add up. Because whether you realize it or not, we are always investing in something. The question is now whether it is building the future we want. Every purchase is not just a money decision, it's a future decision. Every hour is not just a time decision, it's life, it's a life decision. So ask yourself this: am I spending most of my resources on things that disappear, or am I investing in things that grow? Because the difference between spending and investing is often the difference between staying where you are and becoming who you could be. And the choices may seem small today, but their impact can last for years. I just want to share.